Alright, gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tera127 and welcome back to another Tera console video. And before we get into today's video, guys, as usual, let me do my shameless plugins. If you're not, make sure you're following me at all appropriate social media at Tera127. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, ringing that bell. And if you want to see more Tera console content, be sure to smash that like button on to today's video. So, Awakening, aka Apex, whichever you like to call it, is finally here. And you guys know me, I'm that in-depth boy, so I wanted to experience it from the beginning. What you're watching right now is gameplay of myself, my girlfriend, and my good buddy the Asylum Warden, all doing what's called a beginner trial in Tera console. It's the first one you run into. I believe it's around level 22, 23. We came in here a little bit higher, but I do like that they spreaded the level ranges with these just a tad bit more than they did with the previous dungeons. But anyway, when it comes to Tera console, we got a lot to talk about. And special shout out to my girlfriend and the Asylum Warden as well. I'm going to leave a link to her Twitch and a link to his YouTube channel down in the description below, so you guys can check them out, show them some love, because if it weren't for them, today's video wouldn't have been possible, because Tera's queues still suck. And God, I want to stress that more than anything. This game's queue system is horrible. It's terrible. And the thing is, I know people are playing the game, alright? Tera has winded down since 2018. It's died off a bit. I'll admit that. You know, MMOs, they get scale. Player bases tend to balance out. But this game has the most terrible queue system ever. And the thing about that is, right, I want to stress that and jump on that first and foremost, because like even Skyforge, as pay to win and dead as that game is, you can still get a queue in there for almost anything but a raid. And it's so split up. Tera has very low region lock on Xbox One. Like New Zealand, US, and I believe one other place all play together as well on Xbox. I know on PS4 the regions are a little bit more split, but overall PlayStation's more popular, so the game's probably a lot more popping on there. But still, just because of that, the less region lock on Xbox alone, the queues, I would imagine they'd be a lot better, especially because a lot of people are diving back into the game. Like, one cool thing you guys are going to see on Tera now, when you actually go to the server select screen, the server population says hi again. That is amazing. So I know the game's active. I know people are here. A lot of people are probably end game focused, but I know for a fact new players are coming into the game, because you see them in Velica and everywhere, left, right, here, there, and the fifth. And honestly, it feels good. I like Awakening, and I'm going to tell you guys why I like it. My only beef with Tera, like I said, is the queues. Tera needs cross-play, or, you know, something, or they need to get rid of these level gaps on these dungeons, which is so silly. I don't know why they don't just nerf higher players that queue up for lower level dungeons instead of putting a level gap on them. It would make queues so much better, and just give high level players an incentive to run low level dungeons. Give them a reward at the end of the dungeon, that some end game gear upgrades or something like other MMOs do. I don't understand why Tera won't incorporate that. It makes no sense for the life of me. But anyway, we'll rant about that another day. But Tera has taken a brand new approach when it comes to Awakening and Apex. Now keep in mind, I say brand new because I've never played it on PC. So for me as a Tera console player, this is all new, fresh to me. The leveling experience in Tera overall, besides the bad queues, is a lot better. You can run through the story, you can run through all the old dungeons without needing to see a single soul. You can get all the way to 65 just by questing without needing anyone. And that's an awesome thing. All the old dungeons now have been made to be little nerfed down single player experiences just so you can see them for story purpose. But the bad thing is, dungeon monsters no longer give XP, but you get XP for completing the quest that tells you to go through the dungeon. And you guys know Tera quests, and especially daily quests and stuff like that, they give a crap ton of XP. So if I were y'all, I would run through those damn dungeons. Or you have the traditional way that you can level up, which is I'm sure what a lot of people do. You can just farm these trials back to back. Now, I've only done the first trial, and this was a dungeon that had 2 bosses in it. And the reason I like this method so much better is because not only have they improved the leveling experience, but they get players ready for the future content that's ahead. They put you straight up with bosses that have AoE markers, mechanics, careful pacing, and stuff like that. Like, these bosses, don't get me wrong, me and, you know, everyone that I brought with me were experienced Tera players. It wasn't difficult to us, but when I ran this with a group of randoms that had no clue what they were doing before I was level 26, it was actually challenging, and we almost died because I had people around that didn't know what they were doing. And I said to myself, this is good, because these newer players are going to be prepared for, you know, that later content and the difficult things to come, because Tera does have challenging dungeons and stuff. Tera's endgame is actually a lot of fun. It's a really fun gear grind. It's a little bit on the grindy side, but ain't all gear grinds, you know, supposed to be a little grindy. That way you're not bored within a few days. But the way that they've taken this new approach, I really like it. And I honestly think that, you know, this is the time for you to jump back in Tera console. Now, I know I said that before when they did the big revamp last year and they brought, you know, some old dungeons back and things like that. But this method has changed the game's whole experience for the new player and for the endgame player. So if you're new and you've been hesitant about Tera all this time, and you know you've played it on PC and you've been wanting to move over to console, now's the time to do that. But like I said, one solid thing that this game is going to need, especially now of all times, they really need to implement crossplay between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I would even say consider, you know, bringing this game to the Switch at some point in time, but honestly, they seem like they're having a little bit of trouble with, you know, optimization and keeping it up to date on those 2 consoles. Switch is a little less powerful, so I don't even want to throw that out there. But if they did do that, cool, because honestly, the more players, the merrier at this point. This game needs to build back up steam, hype, and momentum. And Apex is just, you know, the start of that. It needs to keep going. It needs to keep increasing from here, because Tera, I don't care what nobody says, Tera is one of the most solid MMOs on console. They're just delivering everything really slow. And this is a better late than never scenario, but we're going to need to build that momentum back up for this game in order for it to maintain a solid future, especially on the console platform. But honestly, guys, my opinion, if you've been sketchy about playing Tera console, or if you've been, you know, waiting for a reason to come back, whether you're a new or a veteran player, now's the chance. And don't worry, I'll be giving you guys an endgame review once I hit it with my brand new character. But anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button for me, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.